Hello students, presently we are discussing experiment number 1 of your PC2 practicals, and the next table is about give two names of two charts displayed in the laboratory. So in our laboratory, the one major chart is of periodic table, which is titled as periodic property of elements, and its purpose is to study the detailed information about various elements. And the second chart, there are number of charts which are related with your heterocyclic compounds or heterocyclic nucleus, and the objective behind it is to get aware with the various heterocyclic nucleus which will come in your various drugs which are there in your second year syllabus. Okay, then next table is of give two names of the two experimental setups which are there in your laboratory and the purpose of that experiment. Now see, uh, experimental setup which we usually keep in first year, that is keeps apparatus, and you might be knowing that keeps apparatus is used for the production of H2S gas, wherein ferrous sulfide and H2SO4, they are put together, and which releases the H2S gas, and you can get a continuous supply of H2S gas. But since because of its smell or because of its odor, generally this keeps apparatus is kept outside the laboratory. And second experimental setup is we are having a glass assembly, which we are generally using for the preparation of distilled water, but actually that setup can be used for synthesis of various drugs, but its size is far bigger, so we are not practically using it for the synthesis. We will be using the small similar setup for production or for preparation of certain drugs or chemicals. uh, this glass assembly which is there in our laboratory, it contains a big heating mantle on which a big size around, I think it is of 5 liters or more, a round bottom flask is there, and a very big condenser, and various joints are there for collection of distilled water or for preparation of distilled water we are using it. So almost we come to the end of our first experiment. Now below this there is a set of questions which are asked under various groups, that is group A, group B and group C. So you should choose the questions and try to answer them. Here we come to the end of our first experiment.